Okay, so we're going in for game 2 against Nicholas Vincent. Okay, well, I'm keeping that. That is for sure. That means that next turn my Phantasm's gonna be... Maybe it's a repeat from the last match or the previous match. Problem is I don't have a clone to clone it or a second Phantasm, but it might not be a problem. Oh, he's being black. Wondering if he's getting ready for the DLC, playing black-white. Let's see. No, he's playing mono-black. Murders out, mutilates out. Okay, that's good. That is good. So that should be 10, and this should be a 5-5. Not that he probably doesn't have the murder or anything, but this is not... Let's not forget, this is not the main focus of the deck. If you guys have seen my deck build video, this is... I build my deck aggressively around the theme of milling, which is... it is the theme of the... okay. It is the theme of the deck all in all, but this particular build is really aggressive when it comes to milling. Yep, that's gonna be good for me next round. The problem... oh, that is really good. The problem with the black is that he has so much removal. Another murder and an innocent blood. So that's 4 removal spells. Oh yeah. He's down to 36 cards now, so he might want to try to get something going. Blister Beetle, it's not gonna help him at all. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Okay, I might care a little bit. But he might be upset when he sees what I have to replace it with the next turn. And then, this is the time, sorry, I have something in my throat, I guess. This is the time where you really see Dream Puppets just work. It has to work from the very, very onset of the match. Because now he has to do something about my creatures, because, you see, he's losing 5 cards now. So he's down to drawing a card, so that's down to 29. Yeah, don't care. Really don't. Wonder if I should... maybe I should lose... No, I have enough cards down to... or enough lands down to have no trouble with that. So he has a chump blocker, a flying chump blocker, and he's going to lose 5... oh, that is nice. Okay, let's keep it as a surprise. Attack once more. I'm guessing he might want to block. Yeah, that keeps him alive for 2 more turns. But he still have 5 cards in hand, which gets him down to 24, and I can take 13 cards directly out of his hand. I'm in no rush. 23, of course, since he drew a card this turn. So I can take him down to 10. That's pretty amazing. Because he thinks he might have a chance, or I don't think he thinks that he has a chance, but I think that he believes this might have been a mistake. But I think that he believes that he has another turn left in him. But I have 2 ways of dealing with that, so to speak. As long as I draw the right cards. Even an island is pretty nice, because I have Chancellor of the Spire. This poor guy, let me just mess his day up even more. Yeah, he didn't like that at all. He did not like that at all. So that's 2 matches, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I get the footage for these online matches, I choose from I choose from matches where I have like a significant amount of wins. If I get bashed for a while, I go back, fiddle with the deck a little bit, and then come back and try to go at it again, because I don't want to put out a deck build or some footage where it's not helping you guys, or it's not an efficient deck build or something to that effect. And I'm not gonna lie, I do lose some of the time and sometimes more than I would like to admit. But I guess I have to admit. But I do win more times than not. So that's there's that. And but this time I haven't lost a match yet, and I've had some pretty convincing wins so far. So let's see if we can get in for another match. Or else I might just make it a twofer and record something later on in the week. But yeah, the DLC should be coming out today or tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's released simultaneously on the Xbox and on Steam, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's funny that it feels significant that there's gonna be... Oh, here we go. Ready? Bayarith. There's going to be... here we go. Yeah. I like it. So I guess this is more mill heavy. Keep the hand. And okay. He's playing Exalted. Okay. That might pose a problem. And then again, it might not. I'm not sure. But let's see where it takes us. Yeah, it feels a little funny to me that it's a significant feature of the DLC that there's dual colored decks, but that's just how it is because they've chosen to add 9 monocolored decks to the main roster, I guess you could say, of the game, whereas in the previous games, the 2012 version and the version from the year before, he might have been mana digged over. I think there's a fair chance that okay, he's getting the planes now. Okay, so he's waiting for the planes to be able to do something. That's good. That stalls it out a little bit for me. I'm getting into the royal here. And get to mill him for a bit more, and I'm guessing he's coming in for the attack next time, which I could do something about that, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit and try to play the aggressive mill theme, or play to the theme a little bit. Yeah, but in the previous versions of Magic, okay, hold on, I'll be taking that back. I know you have more, but I want you to waste it all. And don't worry, you'll have more to focus on. So, but there were even tricolored decks in the previous version in Magic 2012, and the version before that, which I believe was from 2010 or something, 2009 or 10, or something to that effect. So that's a little bit, what do I want to do here? I already dropped down the land, so I would be an idiot to try to cast the Hedron crab. And it's a good idea to start getting in for the mill very quickly, even though that I have a lot of cards in hand, so yeah. Either way. And I'm almost up to mind control mana now, so... But he doesn't really have anything that I want to control. Except that he might start getting too many creatures down. Yeah. Could take the Gargoyle. Or the Avon Squire to take away an Exalted guy from him. But I'm not really in any kind of danger right now. But that might change. I think I'm gonna bounce one of his creatures next turn. Yep, I know. Traumatize. That might... Since I'm an idiot and dropped the... Yeah, it's gonna be Traumatize. Put him on a clock. And he's got me on a clock in a sense as well, so... it's all up to how good of a player he is, because obviously I'm not that much of a player to begin with, since I can't seem to drop the Hedron crab before the island. But doesn't matter. He's down to 9 cards. There's a fair chance that I might win. Guessing he will drop one more. Okay, and I'm guessing he wants to attack with that, and that will make it a, I think a 5/5. Yeah, not too worried about that, to be honest, because he has he's going to be down to 3 cards next turn. No, he's not, because I no, I'm going to drop the Hedron crab. His math is not the best, let's just say that, or else he didn't have any other options, and that's fair. If you have no more options, then that's that. I think that's pretty much it. I think that is. Yeah, that's it. At least he was nice enough about it. I've said this before, but I feel like I should oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Didn't help him out. Okay. But he tried. I'm gonna give it another go, just to get that loss in there, because I've gotten 3 wins so far. And I've been pretty... Oh, wow. Why do I keep drawing that Hedron crab? That's amazing. Oh, man. And a Jace's Erasure. This could be a really good turn. And a Howling Mine. Wow. Oh, this could be a repeat. And he's running too many cards. Or like 3 too many cards. It's not... Oh, he changed it up. Goblins. Okay, not too worried. Not too worried about that. Honestly, I'm really not. It will probably showcase the weaknesses of this deck, because that's what goblins tends to do. But for some reason, I just keep drawing all the right things, and I think I'll keep Jace's. Okay, yeah, he knows exactly what that card will do to him. So that was a good use of that shock. So I think you pretty much see the shock in the first couple of turns in in every match, like, for some reason, and it makes sense. It does make sense, but he can't shock the Jace's Erasure. Too bad about my Hedron crab. I love my Hedron crab. Maybe if I draw a body double, I'll pick it back up. By then it might be too late, it seems. Yeah. Oh well. I'll be taking this on the chin, that's for sure. Okay. Think I want to keep back, hold back on the Jace's Phantasm. I'm not going to use it for anything anyway, so let's see what I draw. Let's hope I'm not getting mana flooded beyond this. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to saying GG here. So that's, yeah. See, that showcases the weakness of this deck for sure. There's not much to do about it, and I'm pretty much down to... He's down to 2 cards, because goblins just gnaw away at the the player's hands, because you can cast those creatures so quickly. Yep. There's not much to do here. I'll give him the no, he can't get it. I'll just give him the satisfaction of a -5. Um, I'll give it another go. Okay. Don't know if I want to keep that hand though. I don't know if that's any better. Uh, okay, whatever. Let's try. Okay, so he's playing something blue. That's good for me because I have the sort of body in mind. I'm thinking he might be playing crosswinds. Can't be sure, but we'll find out right now. Nope, he's playing crosswinds. Okay. But really, my hand is just stacked for tearing out the cards in his hand, so or in his library. If I can get the mana. Okay, so it really all. He's not making the land drops though, just like me. So okay, let's see what we can. Let's see what we could do here. Oh, goodbye Talron. I like it. So if we can, I hope I draw an island. If I can get the Sword of Body and Mind down first, then that would be good. That would be really, really good. I don't want to give him a chance to mana leak my... Nope. Nope. Let's just take it easy, take it slow. Play this slowly, because if he mana leaks my Jace's Phantasm, then that takes out a little bit of my... Here we go. Okay, he could mana leak this. Yeah. And that was... No, I don't think that was a bad play. I didn't really have much else to do. I can't keep stalling, though. So, let's see if he has more mana leaks, because... Okay. Don't want to help him out. Just yet, at least. So, even though he seems like a good guy, I don't want to give him too many... Don't want to give him too much. Obviously, he's not a bad player. Definitely not. Repulse. That's okay. That's just a stalling tactic from his side. Only costs 1 for me to put it down. So I think he's starting to get enough mana for me to consider putting down the Howling Mine, but I still don't feel like, because he has the Talron's invocations, and if he's not making the land drops, I don't want to help him out with that. Okay, so it's obviously time to drop the Howling Mine, because he just surpassed me in the amounts of lands that he has down. Really? That's fine. Okay. Seems like a bit of a waste, but this whole game has been a bit of a stalling game. So I just want to get it down because he cannot counter it. And now it's time for Howling Mine, because I need the lands. Now the shoe is on the other foot, as they say, which would make it very uncomfortable to walk. Yeah, make that land drop. Please foreshadow me making my land drop. Oh, fuck no. Okay, I'll be holding back mana for that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Just gonna take it slowly. And as soon as he puts, as soon as he gets something decent under the panoptic mirror, I'm gonna into the roilet. No, there'll be none of that. He might be running both of those time warps. Disperse. Of course. That's getting a little annoying. Yeah. What do you got? You got the invocations, right? Okay. Hold on. This might be premature, but I do have another one. Oh, yes, that is pretty awesome for me. And I do have the archive trap, so I think I'm gonna archive trap him the next turn because he is pretty close to being able to, or pretty close to fucking himself. And if he does get the panoptic mirror down and puts time warp on it, then he's going to be dropping a lot of cards out of his library every turn. Unless, of course, he can bounce my creature. But he already, I think he spent like 3 spells already bouncing his my Jace's Phantasm. So yeah, call to mind. Uh-oh, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Think he might be. What do I have? That's not enough. Okay. That's not going to be a huge problem, as you'll see. Yeah, no problem. No huge problem for me. But the question is, what do I want to do? I have several options. Okay, I kill him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll just do this. Archive trap, you're finished. That's why you run the Dreamborn Muses. That is why you run Dreamborn Muses, and you run a lot of them. So I think he played fairly well, but yeah, don't want to comment too much on that. He gave it all, gave it his best, and all in all, I didn't have to record a lot. I just recorded the 5 matches, won 4 of them, and as was to be expected, I lost against goblins. You will get the occasional win against goblins, especially if you get off to a quick start and he doesn't draw any removal that will take away, for example, your Hedron Crab or your Jace's Phantasm or whatever you have going for you, your Dreamborn Muses. But I think my build is pretty strong. But as I've said in the deck build video, it is not tier 1 for the simple fact that it can't deal with every deck in the format. So that's a problem for Dream Puppets. But it's a really, really good deck, and if you run it like this, like aggressively go for the mill and aggressively have well, that's probably the wrong word. Aggressively go for the mill and leave yourself the option of drawing on the Jace's Phantasm mill cross buffing effect. Then you will have a very, very strong control situation where you can make sure that your opponent doesn't get off the ground too quickly. Plus, you have to remember, although your opponent has cards in hand, mill takes a lot of his options away from him. That is the purpose of the mill. It's not only to win in an alternative matter that has nothing to do with his life total. It is also to take away all his options. as soon as he gets down to, like, as soon as you start just shredding cards away from his library and throwing him into the graveyard, he starts losing his options. He starts having problems with the different synergies in his deck, because he might not have the cards that is needed to make his deck work altogether. So that's why Mill is an incredibly powerful deck, and it's really extremely powerful in Two-Headed Giant, for the simple fact that you only have to target one player. You only have to finish off one player. That is, get his library card total down to 0 cards. The other player you can just ignore, at least to the extent that he's not a threat to you. But that's what makes Dream Puppets a little bit overpowered, and especially in conjunction with Celestial Light. That is a stall. It's a nasty stall and mill combo, and I hate playing against people who play these two decks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this series of matches. I'm not sure which deck I'll be testing out for next week, but I might be doing 2 decks a week, at least for a while, because I want to get into the Return to Ravnica block as well, the DLC with the 5 new decks, and I really want to start unlocking those decks very, very fast. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll return and check out more videos. Yeah, adios.